Well, those two very highly priced teams, in fact, would cost you something like £1 million on the transfer market at present-day prices. That's, of course, if you could buy them. And the home side this afternoon is Tottenham Hotspur. So let's have a look at them, shall we? And in the inside right position as centre forwards, you've got Greaves and Gilzean, and they are being known affectionately in football now as the 2G men, with a very fine understanding which they've built up between themselves. Now, the visiting side this afternoon is Manchester United, and this, of course, is a team of very many talents, particularly the forward line, because in the forward line you've probably got 5 of the most talented forwards playing in football today. Connelly, Charlton, Hurd, Law and Best. 2 magnificent teams who are going to do battle in a few moments' time, so they're waiting in the centre of the park, lined up for the kick-off, so we'll go down and join them. And the black armbands which Manchester United players and also the Spurs players are wearing are in memory of the Manchester United players and staff who lost their lives in the Munich air crash just 7 years ago today. And that's a free kick for Spurs. Spurs in their usual white jerseys and Manchester United in their red and white shirts. And it's Greaves there moving through very quickly. Tony Dunn clearing it, but only to Dyson. Greaves onto it, and there's a little bit of misunderstanding there by the United defence. Offside. Knowles is offside, I think. Yes. Free kick to United. Tony Dunn, the left fullback, taking the kick, and not a good one either. Law. Robertson getting it across. And Giles to the rescue, but it's nodded back in again, and Spurs handing everything into the United defence there. Trevin down the line for Best. Clayton. Knowles to Clayton. Gilzean now to Mallory. Mallory, and that's a bit too strong. Goal kick to United. That goal kick by Pat Dunn, the United keeper. Eventually coming to Charlton, but Mallory. Henry now putting it to Charlton, first time now, down the line for Law. Law checking. Just got away from him. Dyson to Greaves. And again the Dyson and Greaves move. Good pass there by Greaves, trying to open up the United defence. Knowles in very quickly, and that'll be a throw-in to United. Now the referee has overruled the linesman on this occasion, and it's Greaves inside to Gilzean. Pat Dunn's clearance going up eventually to Charlton. Throw-in, I think, for United. Ten minutes gone in the first half, still as yet no score. Connelly now. Clayton. Oh, Greaves there, just trying to flick it past the United defender, but it's eventually Norman who has plenty of time to turn it back to Brand to be on the safe side on this occasion. Styles nodding it forward to Hurd. To Charlton. To Canelli. So it's blocked off by Henry and Clayton now. Out to Greaves. Tony Dunn getting the return ball down the line. Turns it hard across the goal. Hurd trying to flick it past Norman, but Norman just putting his foot in the way. Out to Greaves. Greaves to Mullery. To Gelzine. A little too high there for Jones. Curran. Oh, making the presence of it there to Gelzine. This might be trouble. Across to Jones, trying a first-time shot there, but there were 1, 2, 3 Spurs players offside, but the game goes on. Henry turning it inside to Mullery. United now beginning to come a little more in the game. Law very, very quick indeed, but I don't know whether he can get it. I think he's got a corner kick, hasn't he? Yes. Henry there's, I think he's skinned his thigh there. Canelli with the corner there, nodded out by Norman to Robertson. Robertson is offside. Throw in to Spurs from that free kick by Dunn. Hurd pulling that, not a very good throw down by Greaves, and it's eventually out to Law. Clayton to Henry. Charlton finding Dunn, Tony Dunn, the left full back, and that's a very good, difficult centre there. Brown just having to turn it over for safety's sake. Norman turning it behind there for yet another corner with the score still, after 15 minutes play, still 0-0. Dyson comes out to Connelly. Yet another corner for United. That's some idea of the packed house here this afternoon. All the youngsters have been put on the running track to get them out of the crush of the crowd behind them.
And it's Robertson that misses it altogether. Kieran trying a shot there, but well wide. A goal kick to Spurs. Greaves just nodding it forward to Jones. Jones to Gilsey, and indeed going through, but I think Styles is just there in time. We've got a corner for a change at the other end. Although Dunn trying desperately to keep it in play. Corner kick to Spurs. His corner's as bad as Pinelli's. Dyson offside. Brennan rolling it back to Pat Dunn. Knowles trying to find Robertson, but only finds Best on the opposite side, and Robertson just intercepting that rather slack pass of Best then. So in quickly taken by Robertson. That's a first time shot, just wide, and it's Jones, I think it was, that tackled that one in. Robertson, the outside right that's come across to take this corner, and this has raised the Spurs chance a little louder than it's been at any time this afternoon. Henry, and it's in the net! Turned into the net, I think, by Dunn, but the scorer, undoubtedly the captain of Spurs, the left full-back, Henry. And that after I make it 19 minutes play, Spurs go ahead by 1-0. United kicking off then. Hurd waiting for one or two to move. Back to Tony Dunn. Norman nodding it out, and Dyson now. Henry. Clayton. A bit slow, they're getting it away. And Henry. Greaves down. Doing the sensible thing, giving it back for safety sake to Brown, and it comes out to Knowles. Gilzine. Tony Dunn there, completely misheading the ball that he should have headed right comfortably, but Styles is there too. Well, he wins a goal kick. Best. Mullery to Robertson. Knowles holding on too long there, but fortunately for him, there were some Spurs players to back him up. Henry now. To Gilzine. Goal kick. Not a very good goal kick, but Law has got away and managed to get possession of it as far as United are concerned, and it's Brennan now, the right fullback, to Connelly. Jones now moving Spurs into the attack, leading by 1-0. Robertson to Henry. Henry going to put one up in the air if he can get it past Connelly, but to Clayton. Dyson, not a very good centre. Well cleared out by Curran to Best. Charlton in his old position that he used to be as an outside left, but now, of course, is an inside right for United. To Connelly. Connelly to Law. Well, certainly brought Bryan to his knees, because there's a long one there by Bryan. Oh, luckily Best could spot that wasn't going to be a very good clearance. And, he's onto it very quickly, but it's Norman. I think he just caught Jones's foot, but I think Jones was half expecting to anyway, and he broke the fall of that a bit by expecting it. Henry to take the free kick. Gildeen, and I think we may have a question of handball there by Gildeen. He says he doesn't believe the referee, but the referee says that's what I believe. And that's the kick having been taken. Curran. Hurd now to Connelly. Norman a bit too big and strong for Connelly to get by, and it's Greaves now. Folks that just turns it over the line for a throw-in to Spurs. Pat Dunn coming out a bit too far. Clayton hooking it in. Kerr nodding it out, and it's Charlton coming away very quickly, carrying the ball so that everybody will have to come away quickly with him, and it's Law now. Hurd back to Charlton. Charlton trying a shot there, but it's Mullery. Clayton, and it's Best. Oh, just past the post. It nearly caught Bryan napping. Mullery to take the throw for Spurs. Jones. Jones still with it for Spurs. Hard across the goal. Brennan nodding it out to Connelly. Now he's going to have to go on his own because there are 4 Spurs defenders to 2 United forwards. Mullery coming out of that tackle with the ball to Dyson. And there's a foul against Hurd there for all the way back. Henry now with the free kick for that foul on Dyson. There's just 5 minutes left to play in the first half, and the score, Spurs 1, Manchester United 0. As Henry takes the kick. And Spurs get a throw in off the head of Folkes. Clayton. Charlton just putting it to nobody but to one on the other side, which is not helpful, of course, from his own team's point of view. Clayton lobbing it into Greaves. Greaves onto Robertson. And I think it'll be a corner, yes. A tremendous effort there by Pat Dunn, the keeper, but he couldn't quite keep it in play. Spurs fans, of course, trying to will the ball into the net from this corner. And very nearly was in. My goodness me, it very nearly went straight in from Greaves' corner there. Robertson's corner. And there's a bit of pulling and pushing there. And I think we're going to have a free kick against Jones on this occasion for pulling on Law in the first case on the edge of the penalty area. And that's where it all happened, on the edge of the box. So Pat Dunn eventually gets the ball to throw it out to Brennan. Canelli. Hurd. Henry, of course, doing exactly the sensible thing, just staying off of him till the player with the ball makes the mistake. And eventually it is, but Henry puts it over for throw in. Style throw being checked there by Norman, and that's a foul against Canelli. Dyson to Jones, but he can't get up on it. Throw in to United. Styles to Criven. Henry, beautiful pass through there to Greaves. Game going on, but both sides half stopped there. Charlton still with it, hacking it out to Best. Not a very good centre by Best. He was under pressure from Knowles there, but Gilzine. Well, I suppose if Robertson had been going about a quarter of an hour earlier, he might have got that, but of course he would have been miles offside. Dyson to Jones. Clayton. Greaves to Dyson. Goal kick. Knowles to Jones. Running into trouble again. Hurd. Law, who's had a very quiet afternoon so far. Canelli now up to Tony Dunn. Cross there to Hurd. And a good save there by Brown, because he was locked off, really. He did very well to get to that. And there is the half-time whistle with the score. Spurs 1, United 0. Well, Spurs are much the better side in the first half. They coordinated themselves considerably better than Manchester United. In fact, for me, Manchester United were more a team of individual units trying to play up against a well-organised defence. I think one of the things that they're going to have to do in the second half is to play off the ball much more. In other words, the player without the ball is going to have to help the player with the ball. They weren't doing this in the first half, and unless they do, then I think Spurs will come out winning this game. Spurs kicking off in the second half, leading by 1-0, and it's Law that quickly intercepts, and I think we may see a great deal more activity now from this Manchester United forward line in particular in the second half. Mallory's throw going to Greaves. Law. Norman nodding it forward. Folks, his opposite number at centre-half, nodding it back, and it's Mallory now. The lights full on here to help out on this dull afternoon. Good long centre there by Tony Dunn, but Henry sending it to Mallory. Norman. Mallory, and it's the wrong side of Folks for Greaves to get at, but Robertson back to Mallory. So Mallory's got another chance now to do more with it, and he finds Norman. Norman on to Clayton. Charlton down through the middle there, but Norman was off his mark before, in fact, Charlton got the ball away, so he was able to anticipate that, and it's come up to nose. Charlton. Best must be offside. He is offside. Free kick of Knowles, nodded on by Jones, but Folks, United centre-half, trying to turn it down, hits Dyson, but has another crack at it. Connelly now going in at pace. Mr. Callaghan has been refereeing football a very long time, and unless I'm very much mistaken, Mallory's foot didn't in actual fact come into contact with Connelly. But there's Connelly on the floor. He ran into the leg as against being kicked in the stomach. I think he just merely ran into the leg, so there shouldn't be any damage or even winding at all about that. That will be a free kick for Spurs, because Best, unless I'm very much mistaken, handled the ball. Can't quite see how Mr. Callaghan is going to, unless he blew the whistle before, Best actually played it with his hands. So they're nodded back, but Greaves inside to Robertson. Best now, but Jones and Spurs very much controlling this game. Each and every player backing the other one up. There's a very good understanding about this side. Henry, long one there, Jones up. Goes Jones in, gets his foot hit, Robertson, and it's over the bar. I think it's a corner kick. No, the referee says it went straight over from Robertson's own foot. Comes out to Dyson to put Spurs letting early onto the attack, leading by 1-0 as United for a change have a shot at goal. Law wide of the post for a goal kick to Spurs. Well, one is wondering just how tired the United players are beginning to get now after their two very strenuous games against Stoke City to get into the first round of the FA Cup. They had one last Saturday and one again on Wednesday. And this, of course, must take a toll playing in a fast, open game like this. And it's Gilzine not able to control that, and it's Henry with it for Spurs. Inside to Clayton, to Dyson. Not a very good centre by Knowles, and it's put United on the attack. Canelli going past Knowles to Law. Well, the intention of Law was all right, but it was not particularly well carried out. Robertson to Mullerin. Greaves. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's come loose to Robertson. Henry. Robertson trying a shot there. Brennan getting his foot to it, and it's Knowles that came in there very rapidly from nowhere, and it's Law. Oh. Well, if sheer tenacity gets by, Jones should really have had that ball and not Dyson. Dyson to Greaves. Canelli. On to Curran. And there is a foul by Clayton. Slight case of pushing in the back on Canelli. Hurd. And Henry just banging it up the back of the terracing for a corner kick to United. Canelli's corner. Handed out by Clayton. Throw in to United. 20 minutes gone in the second half. Spurs leading by 1-0. Robertson hooking it clear there, but Tony down underneath it. Don't quite know what the decision was given for, but it was a foul for Spurs. Robertson. Folks. Throw in to Spurs. And a goal kick off the head of Jones. making not a very good header, it thus going in very rapidly, but Knowles just getting his foot to it. Well, he must have played it on to best foot, so that's the goal kick. Curran a bit too strong, I think, for Kennelly, but he's made up ground remarkably well there to keep that ball in play. Oh, very well done indeed, Clayton, to quietly play that out of trouble there. Up to Greaves, but a bit too wide and hard for him, and there's 4 United defenders to look after that ball. Jones to Dyson. Dyson across to Greaves. The folks just nods it down. Oh my! Well, as it's turned out for Tony Dunn perfectly all right, but it was a very reckless thing to have done, just kicking it out of his own keeper's hands there. But, Clayton now for Spurs. Crowd and Greaves appealing for handball, but of course the ball struck him and not he striking the ball with it. Kennelly. Corner kick. And that's a repeat performance from the same side. Started down and away by Norman. Curran. More. Brown, good piece of anticipation by Brown. Henry just letting it slide off of his head, but Mallory making sure by putting it back to Brown, his own keeper. Brennan now for United. Mallory momentarily going the wrong way. A little bit of over-enthusiasm there by Connelly. He had really no need to put his foot in towards the ball there, which is what Norman, I think, was taking objection to. I really can't understand what this drop is for. Best now inside to Curran. United still trailing by 1-0 as Charlton tries a shot there, a bit high, but a goal kick to United. Curran nodding it forward, but Clayton underneath it to Henry. Curran, well, cut off there by Dyson, moving back to help out in defence, and it's Clayton there. Dyson straight into touch for a throw-in to United. To Charlton. Curran. It's a bit dangerous, but Norman a bit too tall for Hurd, and it's Henry now. Slight case of pushing there by Coates in the back of Gilzine, so free kick to Spurs. Henry's free kick. Helped on by Jones. Dyson there, but Pat done out very quickly. Now is the time, I should think, for United to throw everything they possibly can into the attack. The Spurs, for some unaccountable reason, have eased off their pressure. And this has allowed United occasionally to show flashes of coming into the game. Jones now for Spurs. Knowles. Well, we might be in trouble. Yes, well, if you will over-elaborate, you must take the consequence. Styles. Hooked on there to Best. Oh, and it's knocked his knee as he was running onto it. To Charlton. Brennan to Curran. Curran now. High and hard, and Brown out very quickly indeed. Jones. To Dyson. Back to Clayton. Not a very good effort there by Clayton to open up the United defence, and it's out to Law. Oh, he got his own players going the wrong way there. Gilzine. Out to Robertson, and I'm a little surprised at the lack of use that they put Robertson to in this second half. Out to Dyson. Greaves. Greaves a bit casual there in getting the ball through to Best. Kennelly. In fact, Lord did remarkably well to get his foot to that, let alone very nearly get it in the net. Styles clearing it out there, but Dyson underneath it to Clayton. Charlton had time to work his way through to get a shot in because there's just 15 minutes left to play, and the score 1-0 in Spurs' favour, and Charlton brought down there. Law just having a quick word with him. It was rather a late tackle by Norman. can United convert this? Law, and he just not able to get his head at the right angle for it. Goal kick to Spurs. Heading it on. James going after it. It's just a bit too far. That's the line to throw in to United. Just about a minute or more left for play now. Curran. To Charlton. Inside they turn it down, going onto it. Cross to Hurd. Clearly they're not able to flick it on out to Law. And it's Henry. Murray. And that, I think, is a throw in to Tottenham. Mallory with the throw. Curran there pushing it down the line. I think that's it. Another throw in to Tottenham. Greaves nodding it on there, but and there is the final whistle as Greaves Tottenham's onto it. So the score, the end of 90 minutes, is Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester United 0. Well, one felt that Spurs were always the better side in this game, literally from the word go. And I was a bit disappointed possibly in Manchester United because they never really coordinated themselves in the second half as I thought they might have done. But this undoubtedly due to 3 very strenuous games in 8 days. So possibly they did well to hold Spurs to a 1-0 victory. Well, now the remainder of the First Division, after today's games, Chelsea have gone back to top of the First Division again by their 2-1 victory over the Arsenal. Leeds drew today, so they've got to second place, but only on goal average. They've both got 42 points. United third with 39, and Spurs have moved up 2 points with 34. At the bottom end of the table, we have Wolverhampton Wanderers bottom, although they won today. Sunderland won today, and they've gone up a place, so Aston Villa are now second from bottom, Sunderland third. And at the top of the Division 2, Newcastle United are still clear leaders, although, of course, they lost today. But Stoke City beat Fulham 3-1, and Matthews played a very, very good game indeed, although he didn't score. Well, that's all from us from Match of the Day. Don't forget to join us next Saturday, same time, same place. Join us then. Good night now.